Welcome back to Battle Tested Forgotten Veteran. I'm your host, Dagmarie Daniels, and today we're diving into a chapter of the veteran experience that doesn't get nearly enough attention: the harsh reality of coming home to disrespect. This episode is titled Coming Home to Disrespect: A Female Vet's Return. Because for many women who served, returning home isn't a peaceful landing. It's a crash into a world that often dismisses their sacrifice, questions their legitimacy, and leaves them to navigate a culture that simply doesn't know what to do with a female veteran. The cultural shock of coming home. When you're deployed, you live in a tightly knit military culture where your role and value are clear, even if it's tough. You have a mission, a purpose, and people who rely on you. But coming home, for female veterans, that transition often brings an overwhelming culture shock, from being surrounded by comrades to feeling completely alone, from a clear identity as a soldier to being invisible or misunderstood, from a structured environment to the chaos of civilian life. One woman I spoke with described it this way: I went from being a medic saving lives under fire to people asking me if I was there to support my husband. It was like I became invisible the moment I took off my uniform. This kind of culture shock is jarring, and it can leave women feeling unmoored, uncertain of who they are outside the military, and unsure where they fit in. The dismissal and invalidations women veterans face. Dismissal comes in many forms: family and friends questioning if their service really counts, employers doubting their skills or commitment, healthcare providers dismissing their physical or mental health concerns, the VA mistaking them for spouses or caregivers rather than veterans themselves. One female veteran shared, I was told by a VA doctor that my PTSD couldn't be that bad because I didn't see combat like the men did. It made me question if I should even ask for help. This kind of invalidation compounds the trauma of service and creates additional barriers to healing and reintegration. Navigating civilian life, the unseen battles. Navigating civilian life presents challenges unique to women veterans. Finding community in a space dominated by male veteran narratives. Facing workplaces unfamiliar with or unsupportive of military experience, especially that of women. Managing mental health with limited access to gender sensitive care. Balancing roles as caregivers, mothers, and veterans, often without adequate support. The disconnect between military and civilian life often leads to isolation, frustration, and even loss of identity. How society can support female veterans returning home. There are concrete ways we can help women veterans transition with dignity and respect. 1. Educate communities about women veterans. Raise awareness that female veterans exist, serve, and have unique challenges. Share their stories in schools, workplaces, and social groups. 2. Create inclusive veteran programs. Make sure local veteran groups and events actively include women, provide safe spaces, and address their specific needs. 3. Train employers and healthcare providers. Implement training to help employers recognize military skills and to equip healthcare providers with knowledge of women veterans' physical and mental health issues. 4. Support peer mentorship programs. Encourage veteran to veteran support networks specifically for women, which can help reduce isolation and promote resilience. 5. Advocate for improved VA services. Push for policies and funding that expand access to gender-sensitive health care, child care during appointments, and trauma-informed mental health services. But in 90 how you can help today. Whether you're a veteran, family member, friend, or community member, here's what you can do. Listen without judgment when a female veteran shares her story. Challenge stereotypes that suggest women don't belong in the military or haven't earned their veteran status. Volunteer or donate to organizations supporting women veterans. Create or support spaces where women veterans can safely connect and share. Before we wrap up today's episode, I want to share an affirmation that every woman veteran listening needs to hear and own. It's a reminder of your truth, because sometimes the hardest battles are the ones we fight within ourselves. Say it with me twice. I am a veteran. My service is valid. My worth is not determined by others' recognition. I will claim my place with pride. Hold on to those words. Let them settle deep and remind you every day that your value isn't up for debate. Your service is real, your place is earned, and your pride is well deserved. Daraya Ejam, thank you for joining me on this episode of Battle Tested Forgotten Veteran. I'm Dagmarie Daniels, reminding you that coming home is a journey, not a destination, and respect is the least every veteran deserves. If you know a woman veteran who's been dismissed or overlooked, share this episode with her. And if you want to help, visit your website. Until next time, stay strong, stay seen, and stay heard.